Hello YouTube and welcome to my review of Predator vs. Spider-Man issue number 4, the final issue in this miniseries. We're going to get into spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, here's your warning. Let's take a look at the creative team. The writer is Benjamin Percy and the artist is Marcelo Ferreira. Issue 4 starts with MJ and her girlfriend finally escaping the subways and the underground tunnels they've been trapped in since issue 1. Right behind them we see the rogue Predator Skinner still on their tail. When the explosion at the Daily Bugle gets his attention, he realizes other predators are here to collect him. He runs off in the direction of the Daily Bugle, and just when the girls think they are safe, Kraven arrives on the trail of Skinner. We cut to the NYPD detective and J. Jonah Jameson dealing with one of the predators who's here to find Skinner. The predator beats the two without killing them when Skinner arrives, striking a fatal blow. Skinner is now focused on the Bugle and finding the rest of the Predator hunting party. Inside the Daily Bugle, Spider-Man is dealing with the other predators. Skinner locates the hunting party ship and plans to use it to escape, but Kraven intervenes. Skinner and Kraven battle. The hunters trade blows and blades. Kraven ultimately decapitates Skinner and lets out a primal scream, only to realize Skinner has one last trick up and on his sleeve, a self-destruct bomb that's capable of destroying half the city. Spidey shows up just in time and assesses the situation. Kraven confirms the bomb will kill them both. Spidey acts quickly and tells Kraven to cut off his arm. Given the predicament they are both in, he complies. Spider-Man swings off with the bomb, and MJ sees him from the street below and cries out for him. Spidey takes the bomb and drops it in the Hudson River as it explodes. Kraven sees the explosion and always thought his blade would end Spidey. When he is interrupted by the remaining Predator hunting party, they battle, and the Predators get the upper hand. Kraven accepts his defeat. We cut back to the detective and Jonah, who find one of the Predators still alive, and just as the detective is about to shoot it, Dr. Abraham Cornelius arrives, stopping her. He's a scientist whose previous work includes Weapon X. We then cut to MJ sobbing when a torn-up Spider-Man arrives. We cut back to Kraven, and just when we believe things look bad for him, the Predators agree to spare him and brand him as an ultimate killer. Kraven is honored and follows the Predators and flies off with them as Peter and MJ look on. The end? I don't think we've seen the last of the Predators. There's a splash page that indicates there's be some ongoing stories in some other books, but this wraps up the story in this mini-series. Overall, not bad. Certainly a different tone for a Spidey story, more bloody and more violent than we've seen. Even though I called the Spidey-Kraven team-up, I think back in issue 2 or 3, I did like some of the twists and Kraven, ultimately leaving with the Predators. The miniseries as a whole was definitely worth reading. Like I said, I enjoyed kind of seeing a different side of a Spidey story. This is, Spider-Man is kind of, straight and narrow when it comes to, some of the violence and bloodiness that we see. So this was a nice little change of pace. So thinking about my review system, I'm going to give issue 4 3 webheads overall, and then the entire series 3 webheads as well. I think a fun, bloody side story for Spidey. So that wraps up this review series. So leave me a comment on your thoughts on issue 4 or the overall series. If you're reading it, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What did you think of issue 4 and the overall series? And if you're not, let me know what you think of my review. And that's what I got for you today. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon. We're going to get into spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, here's your warning. Let's take a look.